baby with Nerdophiles. How are you both?
I know what we look at each other. It's like, girl, we good.
We're great.
Well, y'all look beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you both have had such dynamic careers and you only keep elevating, which we love to see. So how did Operation Aunties, how did this project in particular really help you grow and stretch both as women and as artists? And I'll start with you first, Wendy.
Wow, that's a wonderful question. I want to start with first as an artist. You know, when I first got the project, it was written by Tisha, who is absolutely amazing. And I was very intimidated because number one, it was the verbiage, yes, and a whole other world that I wasn't familiar with, but it challenged me to go outside of my comfort zone, to go down that dark web, and then to also learn a lot about cyber technology, cyber this, that, and the other. But once I did, I absolutely loved it. And then the artist and the woman in me really became vigilant because of what the story was about, and being a vigilant auntie and saving our, the next generation and stepping in. So it was a no-brainer for me. And then working, of course, as a woman and as an artist, with the exception of, the amazing, the talented, and the gifted Tisha Campbell, it was a no-brainer for me completely.
And to piggyback off of what she's saying, the draw was the Wendy Raquel Robinson of it all. Like, we've known each other since the 90s, but we never got a chance to work in this capacity. When I heard she was directing, I was like, Wendy, what you need me to do? I jumped on it without even reading the script because I trust her. Wow. I've known that she's been a part of this, as a philanthropist and a person who has run her own theater company for children, gifting the arts to children, Amazing Grace Conservatory. And I know she's been a director for a very long time, but she's never had this kind of opportunity. And so, of course, I'm going to jump on. And it was the most exciting thing because I knew she was going to lead me in the right direction. So for me, what I got a chance to do, because people often forget that I come from drama, from musical theater and theater, I was able to do a little bit of everything in this. Yes, I am the levity in this project, but I was also able to show my other acting chops.
Which you did amazingly.
Thank you.
And your action chops.
And action chops as well.
It just goes on and on.
So you have a little bit of everything. This movie, Operation Aunties, is a cyber crime dramedy. So you got your whodunit, you got your drama, you got your comedy, you got your action. It's a little bit of everything.
And you got your sexy.
Yeah. And you got your sexy aunties.
You know what? And I'm so glad you said that, because this film really balances the serious nature of sex trafficking, and the aunties taking down the ring in their cities with those moments that you mentioned, Tisha, of sisterhood and lightheartedness. Now, your character may bring some levity, but also she's a detective. So she really knows what she's doing. She's really getting into it, and she's making sure that she pays attention. She's always kind of peeping the scene, even when people don't realize.
She's still a badass, and she's still looking out for her fam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why do you think that now is the perfect time for this project to be released and kind of out in the world?
Wow. I mean, why not? We're living in a crypto world. We're living in a dark web world. Things are kind of dark, but we do need that levity. We need that comedy. We also need to see beautiful Black women being bold, being ballsy, stepping into that tech world that you don't see. I haven't seen this.
No.
I know Sandra Bullock, when I was doing my research, Sandra Bullock did the web. We had that, but we haven't had
African American women.
Right.
Literally, Melissa DeSosa is playing an African American female Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see us be our bold selves, our strong selves, our intellectual selves, our vulnerable selves. We have Amaya Scott, who plays Melissa's
who's also a tech genius.
And the hacker. And she's the hacker.
She's the hacker.
And she's the hacker.
So we have a little bit of everything that we haven't seen on screen.
Yeah.
Really
and it goes beyond the strong Black woman tropes, which we are, but we're also vulnerable. We're also all of these things, and we get to explore all of that in Operation Aunties.
So I have to ask, what was your favorite scene, Tisha, to film? And what was your favorite scene to direct, Wendy? Because, like you said, the action goes up. Like, when it goes up, especially towards the end. And I was like, okay, now y'all in here kicking some behind. Now let me talk about it.
There were two scenes for me that stand out. Was me being high and trying to cook.
That was funny because you thought you was gonna burn everything down.
Me being high and trying to cook was my favorite comedy piece. But being able to show the emotional stuff, that was my favorite to film. We were under the gun. We maybe had 10 minutes to film all of this. I remember at one point, Wendy said, "Tisha, you can save it if you want to save it for the." I said, "I don't know how to do that. I don't do that." And she was like, "Got it, action sparkle, lady." And so she was like, she understood that I needed to stay in my bag in order to bring what she needed me to bring. And then she choreographed it so well that it made it easier for me to do it. So I just like, oh, I do.
You know what? I don't have a favorite scene because they were all so woven together seamlessly. And we shot the entire movie in the house. We had a couple of locations, but everything was in the house. So just really trying to, like she said, choreograph everything so that the house didn't just look like
Stagnant.
Yeah. I wanted the camera to be a character, if that makes sense. So the camera moved through everything.
And we had an amazing DP.
Oh, Jelani Riley was absolutely amazing. And we just did a dance. So the party scenes, all of the cooking scenes, the comedy scenes, and all of that. But to see Tisha and Melissa in their dramatic element when they really went at odds and what was at stake, for me, just seeing them play the total opposite of how
what people normally see us. Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
I loved it. Well, listen, let me just tell you, thank you both so much for your time. I really, really enjoyed this film. It was unlike anything I was expecting. Like, truly, as soon as I turned it on, I said, no, wait a minute. No, hold on. This is going up. And I'm a woman in STEM myself. So I also was very much, I'm a scientist. So I very much was like, oh, this is lovely. Like, this is interesting to see and get into it. So thank you both so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.